What's up, nerds? Welcome back to my channel, guys. I'm so excited about today's video. I'm so excited for today's video. As you guys saw by the title, we will be doing another how many books can I read in 24 hours now. Every video. Okay, there's a lot to explain. There are so many different versions of this video. If you guys do not know, there is the 24-hour readathon where people stay up all night, all day for 24 hours, literally in a row. It's also the version where people will do 12 hours one day, 12 hours another day, which I also want to do because I have yet to do that one. So they do 12 hours in a row, sleep 12 hours in a row, and so I love that. Honestly, I want to do that one. I think that one will be the next one before the next 24-hour readathon. Anyway, and then there is this version where people set a timer for 24 hours, and then every time they pick up a book and read, they start the timer. Then when they're done reading, they stop the timer and then, you know, do whatever. And so it's kind of just seeing how many books you literally can read in 24 hours. Like, it's literally what it is in 24 hours of a timer. So this is fully rested. You read when you want to. It's not all in one night, not in a row. It's just kind of like you read when you can, and you get to see how many books you can. This is how many books you can read in 24 hours at your best. Because when you're staying up all night, that is definitely not your best. Anyway, so I'm very excited. I have really high expectations for this one. Every video I've done, so the first one I did was the full 24-hour readathon, like stay up all day. That one I did horrible. I think I read like 2.5 books, 3 books maybe. I did not do very good. Then I did this kind of one, reading how much can I read with the timer, and I think I read 4 books, maybe 4.5. So this time I want to read 5 books. We'll see. So anyway, I know I already kind of basically started this video, but first, if you guys like this video, definitely, if you guys like 24-hour challenges, if you guys like reading vlogs, if you guys like all the nerdy things, then definitely give this video a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. Without further ado, let's just get started. It's already set. She's already ready for this. Wow. The last time, honestly, it was pretty easy, so I feel like it's self-explanatory. Let me know if you have any questions. I want to show you the books that I have down below, and then, sorry, wow, I want to show you the books that I want to read. They're literally down below the camera, so I think that's why I said it. But I want to show you the books that I want to read, and then we'll go from there. Honestly, these 4, I know I'm gonna read, so I definitely want to read The Secret Fiancé by Katharina Mara. I don't know why this ended up in both of these, the Windor's books ended up in both of these videos that I did with this, but honestly, they're normally super quick paced. The last one bamboozled me because it was not quick paced, but this one is much shorter, and I'm very excited to read this, so I feel like it will be better. Better for this. Then these are always, again, very quick-paced books. This is Bad Blood by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is the 4th book in the Natural series. Now, it is, like, super long. I think, is this the novella? I think there's a little novella at the end. I don't know. Either way, I'm going to try to read the whole book. Again, this is a chunky one, but these are so quick-paced that, like, honestly, I could probably just read it all in one day. So excited about that. This one also I would definitely read. This is Savage Lover by Sophie Lark. These are super quick paced as well. Again, we tried to be strategic with this video. It's just super quick paced books. I love these books so much. Mafia Romance, if you don't know. This is the 3rd book in the Brutal Birthright series. So I'm very excited about that. Like, I know I'm ready. It's gonna be hard to decide which one to start with, honestly. But I also really want to read Hannah Bonham Young's Next of Kin. I don't know how this one's gonna read. Like, I don't know. Out on the Limb was pretty fast paced. I just don't know how this one is gonna do, because these ones came out before on a Limb. But I have high expectations. It's under 300 pages. Oh, a little over 300 pages. It's like 330. Like, it's not a long book, so I feel like I could read it pretty quickly. So I'm excited about those. Those 4 I'm like, I know I'm gonna read. This one is optional. We have options on my TBR. I'm trying to read as many books off my TBR as soon as possible. Like, as soon as possible. But I think we might try to read The Fake Mate by Lana Ferguson. I feel like it could be, like, super interesting. I feel like it would read quick just because it's, like, werewolves. Like, it's giving fun. It's close to 400 pages, so I don't know, but I feel like it could be read quickly. Again, we have plenty of options. I'm probably gonna sit here and read for a little bit. And then, yeah, I will keep updating you guys. You guys know all the juicy tea. Look, this is my Brutal Birthright series. I'm waiting to get all the books. And then this is the Naturals. These are like my current favorite series right here. Literally obsessed. And then aren't these so cute? You guys haven't seen this yet, have you? Anyway, let's just go read. I don't know what I'm gonna start with. Not gonna lie to you. Heck of a way to start off. Oh my gosh. I got a new car stand so I don't have to hold it and talk. So I'm very excited about it. Anyway, guys, last night, literally, I filmed the intro last night and I already got halfway to Next of Kin. I am addicted and I just can't get enough. I've highlighted some things. Where are they? Okay, of course you're not going to see them. I've highlighted a couple things because they're just so freaking cute or so freaking funny. And then one tab because I didn't have the highlighter next to me. But I was crying. This is the funniest thing I've ever read in my life. And it's just talking about this scene where these two guys are in the kitchen. And so she goes, I think this is the part of West Side Story when they start snapping and walking toward each other. I was like, because it was so good. I'm like, wait. I love West Side Story. I love musicals and I love, it's just so funny because if you guys don't know, if you've seen West Side Story, they're all like ballet dancers. And so a little bit feminine, a little bit, yeah, like they're doing, like, it's a little bit feminine. That's not offensive. And they're like snapping. It's just so funny. And they're like sharks or whatever. And then their rival gangs, whatever. Anyway. And so that part was so freaking funny, and I'm obsessed with this book. So far, it's going to be like a 5 bajillion star. I'm addicted, I just can't get enough. I'm wondering why it has such low ratings on Goodreads. I do have half the book to go, so that could be it. But I also just know that there are books in the past that I've loved, like a bajillion stars, and people have given 3 stars, and they have bad ratings on Goodreads. I don't know. Like, it just, you know, depends. But, like, so far, I'm eating this up. On my timer, I'm at 21, I'll just show you, because I know y'all want to know. I read for 2.5 hours, technically. 21:35:05. So I have 21 hours, 35 minutes left, so I read for basically 2.5 hours. And so I did the math, and for each book, I think I have like 4.5 hours. I think that makes sense, like 4.5 hours, 4 hours and something minutes. So I gotta pick it up, but I'm pretty sure I'm over halfway, technically. I can't do math that well when it comes to like the book, but I'm pretty sure I could definitely finish this in like 2 hours. Anyway, I'm obsessed, so if you couldn't tell, I don't want to stop talking to you guys. I don't know what I was gonna say. Oh, my Target is doing $25, yeah, $5 off, $25, and I'm like, I need to go to Target today. Alright guys, I gotta go to work, so talk to you later. Hello. So I just finished Next of Kin. I love this book so freaking much. I said this before, but it has like I'm gonna look it up. It has 3.85 stars. I guess like basically 4 stars on Goodreads. But I'm like, this deserves more. This book is so good. I gave it 5 stars if you cannot tell. It just gave me all the 5-star feels. Not gonna lie. I really genuinely have no complaints is the thing. I laughed, you know, I teared up at moments. I was just in my feels because there were such cute lines. Like there was this, you know, there's that moment too where I was kicking my feet, squealing. Like I was in this book and I read it super, super fast. I didn't realize that, so the book is only 300 pages. There's just a giant like section in the back that's actually the next book, the other book, the interconnected standalone to this one. So I didn't read that because I want to wait till I read that book. Anyway, so I finished it faster than I thought. I have 20 hours and basically 10 minutes. It's 9 minutes, wow. 9 minutes and 32 seconds. 20 hours, 9 minutes, and 32 seconds left, which I feel like I made really good time. So I basically have 20 hours left, and that's 4 books. So basically the rest of the books can take me 5 hours. Anyway, I don't know what I was saying. I was just saying, like, no complaints. The epilogue was super cute. The extended epilogue was super cute. I cannot wait to read the interconnected standalone. I have some, like, you know, very cute things that are highlighted. There's only one thing that I do have to say. In the end, the little sister, so her little sister, in the, like, extended epilogue, calls him dad. And I thought that was so cute, but after I was thinking about it, I was like, well, she didn't call her mom, so why would she call him dad? Like, if your sister gets married, that's your brother-in-law. That's not your, I mean, like, obviously the situation's different, but, like, so if you're being realistic, if you're still calling the girl your sister, then the boy should be your brother. And then if you're calling the girl your mom, then the boy should be your dad. You know what I mean? I just thought that was weird, but she was saying that she wants the little girl to Willow. She wants Willow to choose for herself that if she wants to call her mom or, you know, call her sister. And I respect that, but I feel like it should have been the same thing for Warren, because I'm like, now it's weird that you have dad and then a sister. You know what I mean? Even though they're both, like, equally your parent. If that makes sense, equally, yeah, your guardian or whatever. So anyway, so I don't know. That was the only thing that I was like, But the rest of it, again, obsessed. We'll definitely reread. It is very short and quick, and I know a lot of people just say, like, there's not a lot of development and, like, you know, a lot of the, like, couple growth, and they said it didn't make sense, and I disagree completely. I thought it was perfect because it was a quick read, very fast-paced, and, you know, you have a little bit of enemies to lover and lovers in the beginning, enemies in the beginning, and you're kind of like, you guys are rude. It was so funny. She calls him Prison Break, and I just about died. That was the funniest thing in my life. She's like, you can't park there, Prison Break, and then the West Side Story, like, there were such good moments. But anyway, so in the beginning, there was a little bit of, like, tension, and you're like, but then he kind of just, like, is like, you know what, I'm tired of this, I really like you, and she's like, you know what, I like you too, and I like that, I like the honesty, you know what, let's get 100, that's what it was honesty, and I appreciate that. So, anyway, 10 out of 10, 5 freaking stars. I'm debating on reading this one or Savage Lover. I don't know, I'll let you guys know what I start. I'll put in a clip of which one I start, but I want to read one of these. I don't know though. I think I want to read this one. We're literally on chapter, I think, 3, and I'm like screaming, dying on the floor. I cannot breathe. It's so cute. I love Lex so much. And then she says too, he has dimples. I died. Oh my gosh, not dimples, not dimples. I knew Lex was my favorite. I did. And just, you know, his whole demeanor, I'm a fan. 110% a fan, and we're only on chapter 3. He literally, he literally goes up to this girl and asks, like, is this guy your boyfriend? And she's like, no. And he's like, good, I didn't want to, he said, good, he seems nice. I'd have hated being the reason his heart breaks. He said, not the confidence, Lex, not the confidence. I'm dead. I'm obsessed. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I went with this one for now. Good morning, guys. Real quick, not the best lighting, but I just wanted to share with you that I got halfway, a little over halfway to The Secret Fiancé last night. So good. So good. I'm on chapter 37, so page 189. I have like 150 pages left, a little over that, but I am just like addicted and I just can't get enough. First of all, Lex is just like, he's my favorite brother. Hands down. Like, I love him so much. And he's just funny, but he says like the best things. First of all, he's also like, I don't know how to explain it, he's just so cute and I love it so much. He's jealous, he's the jealous type, and I don't know, I just love it. So far I'm just loving the way this story is going. So if you guys don't know, the Windor series is a bunch of like billionaire romance basically, but the grandmother actually arranges marriages between all of the siblings. So in this particular book, this is nothing new. If you don't want to know anything about it and go completely blind, then definitely just skip this section. But if you don't care, then whatever. But so Lex decides that he's gonna find out who he's marrying before the grandmother tells him. So he does that, and he kind of runs into her at this thing. He runs into her at the bar or something like that, like at her friend's birthday party or something like that. And, you know, they hit it off, they have a grand old time, and they do super cute stuff. Like, they play truth or dare, and it's like a thing, and I love it. And she's dressed up as a fairy, and he's wearing like a mask, because I think it's like a themed night or something like that. So freaking cute, because then throughout he calls her little fairy, and I love it so much. And then throughout they've been playing like truth or dare, and like, it's a thing, and I'm obsessed with it. So then after they run into each other, blah, 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 Lex decides to be the professor at her college. Like, he decides to teach at her college. I said, wow. So she thought it was coincidence or like fate, but obviously he knows, like, he's doing this on purpose. Well, so basically when she figures out that he's the one who she's supposed to be getting married to, or like whatever, could be getting married to, there's a whole fiasco about that, whatever. So at first I thought it was gonna be like annoying, like they're gonna be denying it the whole time, like, oh no, I don't really like you. But fret not, it's not like that. They kind of agree, like, we're gonna try, and I love that, because that's what I feel like was been missing through most of the other books. Some of the other books, I should say, like, some of the other books was like, it was missing that they were gonna just say, instead of like fighting it, they were gonna be like, okay, let's just try. But she still says that she wants a divorce at the end of the 3 years, so we'll see. How about that? Anyway, so the other thing is, so I'm kind of like, okay, I love this so far, this could be great. The book honestly could end here and I'd be a happy camper, but there is like this one thing that I guess he hasn't told her about, but his sister and sisters-in-law were kind of looking through a photo album, and there was him and a girl, and from like way back in the past, and he does have some, like, he's like, he doesn't like sleeping at other places, like he doesn't like people in his house because they don't want to, like, he only has his robots because he doesn't want like people there, and like he can't trust people, like he has like some sort of like, I don't know, thing going on, trauma going on, I should say. And so I don't know how that's gonna come back, and like, I don't know if they're gonna, again, like, I don't know if it's gonna, the third act breakup, is that what it's called? Like, I don't know if they're gonna break up. They're married, but I don't know if they're gonna break up and then like come back together. And they have to be married for 3 years, so obviously it's not gonna be a 3-year book in the second half, you know what I mean? So either break up, like fight and be like, we're not doing this, we're just gonna do what we have to and that's it, or what's gonna happen with that, because I don't know, it could give chaos, but it also could just be like a thing that's in everyone's head, and then they're kind of talk about it, and then they're chill about it, and then we have a happily ever after. I don't know, but so far I think this is definitely like my favorite book so far. I have to say it, like, favorite Windor book. Okay, I need to pull myself together. This book is so good. So freaking good. It's my favorite one, hands down. Definitely a journey, but I love it. And what I love about it too is it's not, you would, at the beginning, like halfway through, I was kind of feeling like, oh, maybe it's just gonna be like all fine and dandy, and they have like little like disagreements here and there, and I was like, honestly, I'll be happy with that. But it's not like that. There is like a big thing that happens, and you're kind of like, oh my gosh. Honestly, it's Lex. So you're like, Lex, why did you do that? But he does, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's not that like he necessarily fixes it, but like he changes himself, and it's exactly the way and like what Raya needs. And Raya, and I don't know, I was just so happy for her, so happy for him, because I love him. And what makes me so happy, I don't know why I'm gonna cry again, because it's so good, because what makes me so happy about him is that, like, so yes, he has like this thing that's affecting him, but I was waiting, there was one thing in the end, I was like, if she doesn't write this, I'm gonna be so mad. But she did write it in, like at the end, he's like, I'm getting counseling, he's like, I stopped for a while, but I'm going back, and blah blah. And I was like, yes, 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 because he needs it. And that's like I love this, because it's like, they're supposed to be married for 3 years so that Lex gets his inheritance and Raya gets something out of the agreement as well. But so they're supposed to be married for 3 years, but like, it's so whatever, they could say after 3 years we're gonna get a divorce because we don't actually like each other or whatever it is, but it's so easy for them to throw in the towel. But I love that they continue to try, and then I love that Raya like realizes, like, okay, she's not realizes, she just kind of says, I'll give you one more chance, and that's it. And I love it, and I don't know, it's just so good. I feel like it's so real. It feels so real and so like raw in a way that I loved it. I honestly wish I would have annotated this, because there are so many good lines, good moments, and there is so much that I'm like, Lex, again, he does one like big stupid thing, but like you can't deny everything that he said in the beginning, and all from the beginning, everything he's done from the get-go was so much and like so awesome and so cute that you can't, that Raya could never deny that it was real or not, because everything he did was just so over and, you know, over and abundant, what's the word, like over the top, really. So like you can't deny that, and so I appreciate that. Like what's her name, Katharina Mara wrote that so well, where it's like, there, you can, obviously she's gonna be mad and she's gonna have a little bit of doubt, but it will be easy for her to forgive him knowing everything you've read in the beginning. And so I appreciate that. I love this cover too, and I hate yellow. Yellow is my least favorite color, and this is so cute. But this is definitely my favorite book out of the series. I really want to reread them already. I'm so happy, because the last book was not my favorite. And then I'm so excited. So they do, obviously, in each book you get a little snippet of the following siblings. And so in this one we get Sierra's snippet, and so we get to see that, and I'm so excited about that. This whole book I was smiling, kicking my feet, crying a little bit, like it just had me feeling all the feels, and I loved it. 5 bajillion stars. This is probably, I don't want to say this is my favorite book of the year so far, but definitely up there with one of my favorite books of the year so far. It was so good. It was perfectly written. No complaints. I am obsessed. In love. I want to meet Lex. I want to, I don't know. He's probably, I don't know. I would have to, again, reread all my favorite book boyfriends. But Lex is for sure up there. For sure up there as one of my favorites. I love him so much, and he's like has a special place in my heart. So I just love the way she wrote this book. Okay, so we got 15 hours, 31 minutes, 37 seconds. So we did under time, which is good because I needed some extra time just for like my peace of mind for some of these other books. I'll let you guys know, I'll probably read one of these soon. I'll definitely read one of these next, but I don't know. I'll let you guys know, and then yes, I'll come back to update you. I need a little break, but I love that book so much. Oh my god. Sorry, I've been like spending the whole day in this chair. But like you saw, I started the fake meet and I got it halfway. I don't think I'm gonna get much farther tonight, because it's already like 9:30. I have to get up earlier tomorrow, but I will definitely finish this weekend, or try to finish it this weekend, I should say. And then we'll only have 2 books left. I'm like, oh my god. I'm very excited. We made it halfway, and we have 12 hours and 56 minutes left. 12 hours, 56 minutes, and 36 seconds. So basically like 13 hours left, which I think that means I'm making good time. So that's really good. I made it to page 210, so that's a little over halfway. I'm enjoying this. I don't know how I feel. I feel like this is one of those books that I have to see how it ends to let you know. I do have to say, the one thing that like is not my favorite is like them like basically like, I don't know, just like denying how they actually feel. They're like, oh yeah, it's just like, because it's fake dating, obviously the fake mate, which is fine, but they're like, which is obvious because that they were gonna do that, but then they're like, oh yeah, I was just doing it for like he said, oh, I'm just playing the part, whatever. They keep like basically saying that, and I'm like, can you stop? Like, we know you're not just playing the part. Can you get out of the way if you're gonna not focus? Like, we know you're not just playing the part, so I don't want you to keep saying that over and over and over again. So that was annoying me for a little bit, but it's getting more and more entertaining. It's not like, I don't know, off the bat it doesn't seem like it's gonna be like my favorite book or anything like that. I was kind of had really high expectations that all these books would end up being like 5-star books. So I don't know, it could still be, but like, I don't know, I don't like that part of the fake dating. So I don't know, but again, the second half could really like turn it up because I'm very excited right now. Right now she's sick. So real quick, I finished The Fake Mate by Lana Ferguson. I would probably give this like a 3.5. No, I definitely give it a 3.5. I liked it. I didn't like love it. I think I was just, it's definitely like, I don't know how to explain it, but there was like a phase on BookTube, at least when I like first started, where like fake dating was the trope. Like it was the, everyone loved it, everybody did it. And it was fine, but obviously after a while it got to be like kind of like, okay, same thing over and over by different authors. But then it started to go into where it was fake dating, but it was like always a twist on it, or they'd only fake date for like a short period of time and then there was something else that was going on. This one was like fake dating, so it was like the OG, like the very cliche, like you know exactly how it's gonna play out, kind of fake dating. I think that's why I wasn't like, oh my gosh, because you kind of know everything, how it's gonna happen. And then the ending, like, so it does get good. There's like one part where you're like, oh my gosh, super cute. There's super cute moments and you want to keep reading. And then the ending, you're kind of like, okay, like, can we get over it? Like, get on with our lives because we know exactly what's gonna happen. Let's move on. And so that's what I felt like toward the end, which sucks because, again, you guys know I always like to end on a high note, and I just was like, okay, 3.5. Again, that's not a bad rating, honestly. Like, it's still, it was a fun book. Like, it's unique because they're werewolves and they're obviously fake dating with fake werewolves mates. So, like, it's fun, it's interesting, it's unique. That kind of puts a twist on it, but it is just your traditional, like, fake dating, like the way it goes. And so not bad. It was unique, and so I don't want to say like I recommend it, but I don't not recommend it. Like, I think if it sounds like something you would like I know for me, if someone says a certain trope there, I would definitely be like, okay, I'll read it even if you hate it. Or if there's a certain trope, I'll be like, okay, I definitely won't read that even if you love it, you know what I mean? So it could be that for you, even if no matter what my rating, if that sounds like a book you like, then definitely go for it. But if you're kind of like so about it, you really don't have a desire to read it, then I wouldn't say go out of your way to read it or anything like that. Don't bother with it. I kept thinking to him, like, Marissa, do not compare it to the other two books. And I really genuinely wasn't. It genuinely was reminding me a lot of Bride by Ali Hazelwood in my head, and I gave A Bride by Ali Hazelwood a 4-star because I don't know if it's, maybe I just don't really particularly like paranormal romance, like in it. So Bride technically is in their own, I guess, world, but I believe the fake mate, but the fake mate is in like the real world, except there's additional werewolves. So I think that's why it's Omegaverse. I don't know though. And so anyway, I was kind of just comparing them. I'm like, maybe I just don't particularly give a book a leg up because of those additions, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't add anything for me, and so maybe that's just why. I don't know. It was just like, okay. I don't know, but again, to each their own. There's a huge, look at all that, like, I'm sure you could figure out what it's like if you read the back. And yes, honestly, when I put it in my Goodreads, I did see like the average rating isn't very high. I think it is 3 point something, which is completely fine. Again, it's not a bad rating, it's just not like cream of the crop kind of book, you know what I mean? So yeah, 3.74 rating. So again, not bad, just not for me. Oh, that did bother me. That really is what really set it low for me, because I was like, I could give it 4 stars, and then this ending happens where basically the guy gets blackmailed. Why can't I remember his name? Noah gets blackmailed, and I'm like, Noah, not you getting black, but it was not even like real blackmail. It was like barely blackmail, and I'm like, buddy, that was so dumb. That was the dumbest like addition ever, because I'm like, that was barely blackmail, first of all. Second of all, not you just like letting the other guy win, like not you just like doing what he wants. No way, it could not be me. I would have been like, hard pass, no. And I'm like, you have no proof about anything, so let's stop the games. But that was so dumb to me. And then it was just that I didn't like. I forgot about that, but again, small part in the huge book. So I ended up reading it pretty fast because, not gonna lie to you, the ending I kind of skimmed through. I was reading mostly the dialogue because I was like, I really just want to end this. But I have 11 hours and 46 minutes left, which again, made great time. And I wasn't rushing again because like I would have done the same thing even if I wasn't timing this one, because the ending was just like so stupid. So anyway, 11 hours, 46 minutes and 45 seconds. So again, made great time. I think I want to step away from the romance and read Bad Blood and then finish with Savage Lover. But I don't know. I'll let you guys know. about to end the night here. I got halfway with Savage Lover by Sophie Lark. I literally spent the weekend reading. I know I basically could have, no, that's the thing, like I still had other things to do. Anyway, long story short, that's why I couldn't, I read a lot this weekend, but I couldn't sit down and literally film for 24 hours. I just had to do it like in increments. So anyway, again, I got halfway in this book. I'm obsessed. I know I haven't shared this on my channel, so this is my first time saying it, but like I love Fast and Furious so much. Like it's one of my favorite series of all time. Well, not this book giving Fast and Furious. I said, nobody told me. Nobody told me. Wow, it looked better a second ago. Nobody told me that this book was literally like the Fast and the Furious. I'm obsessed. First of all, Nero was my favorite from book 1, and so this is only book 3, and I wish she would have held out and done him a little bit later because I feel like the mystery of him was just so perfect, but it's fine. I'm still happy that we're reading his book, but he was my favorite, and we got to meet Camille, and she's really awesome, and I love the whole, I've been watching a lot of also Chicago PD, and so again, this is giving Chicago PD meets Fast and Furious, and I feel like the back doesn't say too much, so that's why I'm like, don't want to say too much, but I'm obsessed right now. Halfway through, it's giving 5+ stars, like it's giving what it needs to give. And again, I love Nero so much, so it's like he has this mystery bad boy vibe going on and you're obsessed. And then there's like cars, Fast and Furious, they both love cars, so I love that so much. And this book is flying by. I've been reading for almost, I think 2 hours, nearly 2 hours. I don't know if that's long or short, but I feel like these books are flying by in my opinion, so I don't know. But anyway, I have a lot of time left. I basically still have 10 hours left, so I will definitely finish this soon, and then we will pick up again Bad Blood. Hello guys, I know I look a little bit crazy, but I'm actually in my office at work, so I just had a few minutes. I just freaking finished Savage Lover, again by Sophie Lark. I don't know what these books are doing to me, but I'm like, how am I ever gonna read anything else besides the Windors and besides the Brutal Birthright series, you know? Like, I don't know, they're just so good. And I was thinking about too, Next of Kin. I was editing this video and I was thinking about how good Next of Kin was as well. I'm like, all these books are just so good. Like, what am I supposed to do with my life after I film this video? Nero is just like, I don't know, the perfect male main character. Like, he's the perfect main character because he's like, again, definitely like, I was gonna say morally gray. Like, no, he's definitely living in the black here. He's definitely like, you know, not an angel, but you kind of love it because he literally is the kind of person who's literally only good to, what the heck is her name? Camille. Oh my gosh, he's literally only like good to her, and that's I think why I love it so much because it genuinely is like he literally only has like eyes for her, and only like everything he says is backed up by the fact that literally he like does not care about anybody but her, and I love it so much. And it's not like this one that takes, again, it's not like a slow burn or like it doesn't take this whole bunch of building. It's very quick paced. It's a very quick paced book, which is like the whole series. But again, I love that because then I'm not waiting forever for them to be at their lover's point of these books. And this one, I don't even know what the tropes would be. They were like, I don't want to say they were friends. It's like acquaintances to lovers. I don't know. Because there's no really ever a point where they're like enemies, but they just don't really like know each other. And then it's kind of like they both kind of find each other attractive. I don't know. It's a very unique story, and I love it. Again, it's giving Fast and Furious. A lot of people said the same stuff as me when I was looking on like Goodreads. They said that it was giving Fast and Furious, which they love, and that they wish that it was longer so you can have more with the couple. And like, again, 110% agree. So I love that book, love this series. I actually have 8 hours and 19 minutes left. I don't know why. I read that like kind of fast, I guess. I don't know. I tried to do like the math of what each book took me. And I think it was because I kind of quickly, the ending of Fake Mate, I was like skimming because I really was just bored with that ending, with a few things at the end. So I was like, ugh. But like honestly, I probably lost like only like, I probably sped through like maybe like, I probably would have, if I would have read it like in depth, I probably would have added another like 30 minutes. So honestly, I still would be pretty far ahead because everything I read like super quickly, which I'm very happy about. So we could read Bad Blood, and I'm not gonna say that we could read another book, but we'll see. Hello. I know this video is bordering on too long, but I just wanted to update you. I got halfway on Bad Blood by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Again, I got halfway before the novella, like not including the novella at the end. Again, I don't, depending on how much time we have, I don't know if I'm going to read it. I definitely have time on the timer, but like as far as uploading this video goes and stuff like that, I'm like trying to not, whatever, not, you know, drag it out too long. At the beginning of Bad Blood, I was kind of like reading it slowly. Like I didn't read it as fast as every other book because obviously it's during the work week. I don't have enough time, as much time as I do like on the weekends. But even so, I was kind of like, every time I had the chance to read, I was kind of like preferring to read something else. But as you get more and more into it, it gets more and more interesting because you get a little glimpse into like Michael and his, Michael? Why do I feel like that's wrong? I think it is Michael. Yeah, Michael. I don't know why that was so weird. You get a like glimpse into him, and then you learn a little bit more about Leah as well. And so slowly you start to like, I don't know, fill in the gaps between each natural. But like you just enjoy it the whole time. So it's getting more and more interesting, and I'm like, oh my god, like I just want to keep reading. Yeah, so making my way through it slowly. I'm loving it. I have 6 hours left, so I would definitely finish it. 6 hours and 10 minutes left. But again, I'll definitely finish it in that time. I just don't know, like maybe instead of reading the novella, I'll read a different book. Like, I don't know, we'll see. Because this is all novella back there. Which I'm sure it's only like, it's definitely less than like 150 pages. So it's not bad. Like, it'll be quick. I just don't know if I want to like, I'll want to read it right afterward, because I've been loving spreading these out because I don't want this series to end. Anyway, I'm obsessed. I'm loving it. Not much to say. I do feel like, I do find it like not annoying, but like a little redundant, because again, we're still doing the same, we're still trying to solve we're trying to solve the same thing all 4 books, basically, like one overlapping thing in all 4 books. But it is getting interesting to see how everything connects that they've done so far, and you're like, oh my gosh, like who planned this, like what's going on, what's the answer, because we need to know like how they're gonna stop them. And yeah, honestly, enough said. So I'm excited, and we'll see what is to come. I honestly too, I wish that there were, I don't know if she'll do more of these, because I did notice that one of the girls, there's one girl who like, so far, she got mentioned, and she kind of has this like natural ability to like just paint any picture, like she can make any face or something like that. So I don't know if they just used her for this one moment, or if it's like a teaser, like more coming soon about that. So I don't know, I hope she does more of these series because I love them so much. But we'll see. Anyway, yes. I literally don't think I've ever read a series where literally every single book was, well, no, I don't know if I have. I'd have to look. But where every single book was a 5-star. Are you kidding me? I'm screaming, dying on the floor because this book was so good. There was a point there where I was like, ugh. Like, I was like, I don't want it to be like the same old, you know, but it gets crazy and you're like, what? And then the ending and you're like, no. It's like plot twist, plot twist, plot twist, and you're like, what? And I didn't see like any of it coming, so that was, I really liked that because obviously it was predictable that would be annoying, so I was like shooketh to the core. So I finished the book, the Bad Blood technically. I just didn't finish the novella, which is 12. I'm confused because it said turn the page to see what's next for the naturals in the thrilling novella 12 in print for the first time. Is it just because it's in the first time in a book or what? Because I want it as its own book in my head. But anyway, I didn't know that 12 is technically, it says Cassie Hobbs has been working with the FBI since she was a teenager, now 23 years old. So this is obviously like quite a few years later, which I'm excited to read. I just don't know, I don't necessarily need to read it like right now because I feel like you get your like closure. I hope she does. The ending like kind of says like leads you to believe that there may be more to come, but also it could be talking about just the novella. But I'm hoping she does like more series with these because honestly they're like so freaking good that I would read these over and over and over again. They're so good. I was thinking too, I forgot to mention how much I love Judd. Judd, I think is his name. Jude. It's not Jude, right? I don't know. I love him so much. He's like their watcher, you know, like he watches over them, and I love it so much because there's just the best. I don't know, I love this book. I thought it was so good. 5 freaking stars, and honestly I don't have that much to say. I'm obsessed. I honestly, believe it or not, I still have 4 hours left. I literally like, I have 4 hours and 25 minutes left. Literally like race to beat the clock here. Okay, they do count it as its own book on Goodreads. So I might count it as its own book, and maybe not read it. I'll keep you guys up to date. I don't know if I'll read anything tonight. I'm gonna put it in my want to read, because it is a separate thing. I was, whatever. I kind of want to read The Heartless Hunter. I definitely think it will take me more than 4 hours, but we can just see how far we get maybe. Maybe I'll try to read The Heartless Hunter. I'm on page 124, so not quite halfway yet, but I wanted to tell you guys that like I'm addicted to this book. It's so good. I'm reading like 4 different books at the same time, but it's fine. This one is like really good, and I'm very excited. It's actually in third person, but like it's not like I'm not like struggling. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's really easy to follow along and to understand and to want to read, even though again it's in third person because that's normally not something I like. But I'm like obsessed with this book because so this girl, the main girl, Rune, obviously she's a witch, but he's a witch hunter, so like obviously that's where they're enemies to lovers. But here's the thesis that best friend Alex is love interest's brother, but he's best friend to Rune, and so it's super like he's very sweet and he's like always taking care of her, and then she's like, what would I do without him? And it's just so sad, but it's so cute. But then also Gideon, who's Mr. Enemy right now, he's also just saying really cute things, but like they're both saying that they're like trying to trick each other, but like they're still so cute, and I'm like, I love it. I mean, this up is so good. He's like, oh, never mind. I won't even say it because you guys should just read it, honestly. So I'm very excited. I needed to tell you guys that because I'm addicted and I just can't get enough. What sucks is that, oh crap, I just lost my place. What sucks is that this is book 1, so like I gotta wait mad long for book 2. Like I don't know how it's gonna end. Like I hope we get some closure, like some solution, and then we move on. Anyway, I still have like 2 hours and 40 minutes left. Oh my gosh. So I don't know how far we'll get in this book. I'm gonna try to get as far as possible, but I really doubt we'll finish it because we read a lot of books, y'all. A lot of books. Oh my gosh, I also forgot to say, I love that Gideon, well, Okay, I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure he like can sew, like can, what is that called? Like can make clothes. And I'm like, you go, Glenn Coco. I love that for you. But right now he's getting in the boxing ring. So I said, oh, a man of many talents. My guy, my kind of guy. Okay, I know I look crazy, but I'm having trouble because I want to keep reading Heartless Hunter, and I will definitely finish it at some point, but I got to chapter 18, page 128, but I really want to read this other book, and so I'm probably going to spend my night reading the other book, so like might as well count it, you know, in my hours here, because I doubt I would finish this book in the end. Maybe I would finish it, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I don't think it will matter because I finished so many books already that it really doesn't matter what I read. But this is the Stars and Shadows series. This is book 2, so I just finished book 1 and now I'm like, oh wait, no, I gotta finish this. I have to. So it's saying it should take me 4 hours and 30 minutes, which I only have 2 hours and 40 minutes left. So depending on how fast I read it, I don't know if I will finish it, but I'm like so into it right now that I can't stop reading it. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna sit here and read, so I might as well just read for my 24 hours. And then we'll just count how many like pages in total I finished instead of like a full book, just because again, I probably won't finish either book, but I want to finish the timer so that this video can go up, you know what I mean? But oh my gosh, I finished book 1 of it. It's so good, so good. I'll pop in a picture because I don't have the paperback yet, but you best believe I'm about to order them because they're so good. They're short too. They're less than 300 pages. This one's 256 pages, so they're super quick paced, and then you're like in it, so it goes by really fast. So I'm like, oh, I think we're gonna read this. So hopefully it works, the timer works with my iPad here, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, I have to read this quote because it's so good. It's not really a spoiler because when you read it, like the description and stuff, it tells you that the people are mates, but I won't tell you who it is because you'll figure it out quickly, but you know what I mean. It says, he was my enemy and my betrayer. I had no business feeling comfortable in his presence or beneath his touch, but I couldn't explain it. His magic infuriated me, but the way it swirled around me made my marks feel alive and my magic thrum. He was my enemy, but he was also my mate. It's like the perfect like setup here. Now I know you want to get this book. I think this was the line that made me order these books. I don't know. There was a line in, I think, the first book that was like so good that made me like go to Kindle Unlimited and get it instantly. So get it on Kindle Unlimited. Yes. Oh my gosh, I just finished this book with 1 minute left. 1 minute and 30 seconds left. Finished. 5 stars. Oh my god. I was gonna let the timer go, but there's really no point. Alright guys, so we're gonna end this video here. Oh my gosh, I finished that whole book. It's only 250 pages, so I think it's probably considered a novella. It's probably definitely not long, but oh my gosh, that ending was insane. But this story is so good. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit annoyed at this ending right now because homegirl is stupid. I can't do it. She's so stupid. Because then you can't even feel bad for her when she made a decision that's gonna ruin her own life. Like, that's on you, girl. You made that decision. Like, what can you do? Whatever. So, anyway, I'm obsessed and I'm gonna start the next one soon. But I finished that book, 5 freaking stars. Like I said, I also read like 120 pages of The Heartless Hunter by Kristen Cicerelli. I probably could have finished this too, and it's honestly interesting, so I'm excited to continue it. I just was more interested for that one, so it's fine for now. But I will definitely update you guys on this one, whether it's in this video or another video. I also read Savage Lover by Sophie Lark. 5 bajillion stars. I love this book so much. The only book that was not 5 stars, The Fake Mate by Lana Ferguson. This one I think I gave 3.5 stars. It just was okay. It was a fun book, fun time, unique, interesting, but like nothing special in my opinion. Then another freaking 5 bajillion stars. It was like 6 stars. This is The Secret Fiancé by Catherine Amara. I love this book so much. Like, I want to reread it already. Is this last? I think last but not least, we read The Next of Kin by Hannah Bonham Young. Another 5 star, but I think that was the last book, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on. I lied. I also read Bad Blood by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I just didn't read the little novella, but I read the other books. I read the entire book still. So I read literally 6 books, guys. I literally read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then plus the like 250 pages. A lot of these again are very quick paced, they're short, quick-paced books, so obviously it makes sense, but I really wanted to read a lot of books, so I'm so happy. This video took forever for me to film, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. That is it for this video. And yes, let me know if you've read any of these books. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, nerds.